Coach Hays, season finally here. Been a long time coming. What's the excitement around the facility this week?
Well, we're excited to get started, and of course, as soon as the season gets here, we have snow on the ground. It seems like that's when we start playing these days, is when it starts to snow. But we're heading down to New Orleans and southeast Louisiana, and hopefully the weather will be good there.
You do get out of the elements, head down to Louisiana. What can you tell us about the opponents this weekend and what you're really looking for out of your team?
Well, you know, we play 6 different teams. The main thing I'm looking for is to expose all these new girls to Division I softball and them playing together and playing against somebody else and kind of seeing how they mix together and not playing each other, how we talked about before, and you know, going on the road. And so there's a lot of elements that we're going to expose this new group to, and we're excited about it.
Prior to the first practice of the year, you and I talked about the depth in the circle is going to be huge this year for your team. But what have you seen through these couple weeks of practice that have really been maybe what you hadn't expected, but a welcome surprise?
Well, depth is important for us, and especially early in the year when we play all of these games in one weekend. But, you know, Chandler Moore's been a definite surprise for us. She's a junior. She hasn't pitched much up till this point. She has a lot of ability. She's thrown very well here in the spring semester. And, you know, of course, you've got Gretchen and Kara and Brittany who are back throwing, but also you've got Cassie McClure who throws hard, and she's young, but she's used to competing, and so when you put those 5 together, you know, you've got a lot of arms, but I'm anxious to see who kind of comes to the top and comes to the forefront of our staff and who throws well this weekend.
Offensively, a lot of newbies on the team, but also a lot of offense, you've said.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of ability. We've got a lot of unproven ability. You know, Leah Hobson and Christy Belshie, who immediately come in and kind of strike you as girls that can really add some punch to our lineup. They both run very well. They're both JC All-Americans. They've played a lot of games, but not at the Division I level, so getting them some innings and seeing how they respond will be fun. And then you've got all the new freshmen. You know, Kiera Miles with her power and her physical ability. I think Tech fans will be excited to watch her for 4 years for sure. And Cassie McClure, Brittany Lee, Brittany Warnecki, and then you've got a girl like Sid Emanuel that is much needed speed and explosiveness at the front of our lineup. And all those freshmen that I talked about, Ashley Fultz, I mean, they're super offensive prospects, but we're waiting to see how they'll prove themselves.
Well, the season will open and they'll get to see firsthand how they prove themselves this weekend on the road at Louisiana. But then the Red Raiders will return home February 28th for the home opener here at Rocky Johnson Field. Season tickets and tickets are still available, 806-742-TECH, or go online to texastech.com to catch these guys all season long.